Alright, looks like we got a few folks in here. We're going to get rocking and rolling into this. Handy dandy knife. We'll move this one to the side. And we will get into... It's been a while since we've broken some Prizm basketball. Go, empty box, and away we go. Hope everyone's had a good weekend so far. Alright, here, let me alien this down a little bit. Give me one second, I'm going to clean the camera off. Way better. All right, here we go. Get that continuous focus on. All right. First card, Gordon Hayward. Aiton. Finley Smith. Shake. Valanciunas. Jay. We got a silver Pascal Siakam from Mr. Rhodey. We got a green Robert Woodard II. Got a Jaden McDaniels Emergent. Got a Denny Westbrook. And a Mark Gasol. Alright, got a little Clay, red, white, and blue. Chris Dunn. And a Jarrett Culver. Obviously, we would rather have a green Halliburton. All right, second Cello, we've got Tyus Jones, Brogdon, Robert Williams, Aldridge, LeVert, and Free Hardaway, a silver De'Aaron Fox, green Taurean Prince for the Nets. We got an Okongwu for the Hawks, Vucevic, Drummond, and an Otoru. All right, we got Joe Harris, Steven Adams, and not the right rookie for the Hornets, but a Grant Ryler. Luckily, centering's kind of rough on that one, so Gabe, kind of be happy that wasn't a LaMelo. Because, yeah, that left to right centering is pretty rough. All right, we've got Contavious Caldwell-Pope, Oladipo, Demboya, Augustine. Got a Tatum, so big name superstars like this will ship. Lonnie Walker. Ooh, who snagged those Magic? Gabe. It's a good one to get right now. A silver. Come on. These newer sleeves are a little tighter. But a silver Cole Anthony. We've got a green Gobert. Got a Impact Advia. Killian Hayes. Langston Galloway. And a Tyler Bay for the Mavs. All right, Montrezl Harrell. Terrence Davis. And a Rui. Going to, should be Cello number 4. All right, Gary Harris. Did you hit anything yet? Goodness gracious, Gabe. Got Gary Harris. We have got Devontae Graham. Tim Duncan. Marquise Morris. Norman Powell. There's a second-year jaw that'll ship. Got a silver Danny Green for the Lakers. All right, a green Grant Ryler. So, Mr. Gabe, you have the Grant Ryler rainbow going because we pulled your red, white, and blue already. So both Grant Rylers are covered. All right, Malachi Flynn. Kawhi, Azumbuke, and a Colin Sexton. All right, Gallinari, Jaren Jackson, and an OG Anunoby. All right, Clay, Joe Harris, Kobe White, Bagley, Snell, Kleber, Bogdanovich for the Kings, silver, the Worm, green. Got a silver dominance Jason Tatum. It's a nice insert. Aaron Naismith, Bruce Brown, and a quickly for the Knicks. Going to Sauce. Oh, goodness gracious. Who snagged those Lakers? 13 Rock. Gonna like this one. LeBron Kobe Tribute. Red, white, and blue. That is a nice one. I don't know what comps are on this, but I know standard base are going for about 10. So, he's got to be doing pretty nice as well. Got Dennis Rodman and a Tyler Hero. All right, Drew Holiday. Luka, that'll ship. Tristan, and he's sticking. Curry, that'll ship. Vince. Derek White. A silver Cantor. Green DeAndre Hunter. Pascal Siakam dominance. There's that Devin Vassell. Caleb Martin. And a Harry Giles. All right, Tim Duncan, Jeremiah Grant, and Mr. Rhodey for the Kings is starting the Robert Woodard rainbow because we got the green and the red, white, and blue now for him as well. right, starting off with the tray. That'll ship. Josh Hart. Will Barton. Poole. P.J. Washington Jr. Kevin Knox. That is a nice one for the Bucks. Those were snagged up by Gabe. A silver Giannis. Then we got Lonzo Green, Tyrese Maxey Instant Impact, Shaq, Kenyon Martin Jr., and a Wendell Carter Jr. All right, Kobe White, Wesley Matthews, and a Nick Richards, red, white, and blue. Every Hornets rookie minus the one we want. All right, Buddy Hield, Chris Paul, Kristaps, Theis, Miles Bridges, Jordan Clarkson. We got a Derrick Jones Jr. silver, Hernan Gomez green. We've got a Clyde Drexer USA basketball. So this is going to go to, they retired like this, the team they were with the longest. So Clyde, if I'm not mistaken, was with the Houston Rockets the longest. But I will check that afterwards. But that's how the USA basketball will go. If they're still playing, they go to the team they're on now. Nice little Obi Toppin, Avery Bradley, and a Precious Achiuwa. All right, Devontae Graham. Ooh, there's a nice Zion and a Alonzo. Second year Zion, red, white, and blue for those Pelicans going to Mr. Rhodey. Got this and 3 more Cellos for this first box. Frank Kaminsky, Bledsoe, Holiday, Chris, Thibault, Blazers or Rockets, you're covered. We've got Hassan Whiteside. Just every Hornets rookie we don't want. Vernon Carey Jr. silver for... Oh, yeah. Either one. Yeah, I knew he was with the Blazers. Yeah, I guess for all others. Yeah, it's both going to you, Rhodey. We got a D'Lo green. RJ Hampton. CJ McCollum. DeMar. And finally, a James Wiseman. Centering's pretty rough, but Wiseman for Unique. All right, we got a little Deli, a Kogi, and an O'Neal. 3 left. Let's get something other than the wrong rookies for the Hornets. All right. We've got Dort, O'Neal, Cameron Johnson, Markkanen, Lillard, DeAndre Jordan. Got a silver Larry Nance for the Cavs. Oh. Jarrett Culver for the Timberwolves. Giannis, Garland, CJ Elbley, and a Miles Turner. And the centering on some of this stuff is rough, to say the least. All right, Allen Iverson, Thomas Satoransky, and a Zach LaVine for the Bulls. All right, we've got Rudy Gay, Blake, Jackson Hayes, Kevin Garnett, and these are sticking, Brandon Ingram, Kyle Lowry, silver Dylan Brooks for the Grizz. We got a green Noel for the Thunder, sophomore stars Ja, Desmond Bain, Skylar Mays, and a Kendrick Nunn to finish that off. All right, we got Jeff Teague, Patrick Beverly, and a Trey Jones for the Spurs going to Mr. Rhodey. This was one of the cards in Prizm that they like horribly outlined his head. Kind of iconic, though. All right, last cello for the first box. All right, let's get something big right here. Bullock, Kevin Porter Jr., Zach Collins, Dwight, Wiggins, Jaylen Brown, Isaiah Stewart, trying to fight LeBron. Who snagged those Pistons? I think it was Mr. Rhodey. Man tried to throw down with LeBron. Then we've got KD back to Prizm, where it's his standard holding the ball at his hip. For the Nets, for Mr. Tyler H. Green Durant. We've got an Okongwu, Zach LaVine, base Trey Jones, and a Rui. All right, Alex Caruso. Any LeBron hater is good in my book. Jamal Murray and a Cassius Winston. If there's a card that was perfectly, or team perfectly built for a red, white, and blue card, it is the Washington Wizards. No Ant or LaMelo. This is not the worst box I've seen, but definitely not the best. Let's hope we get something big in this next one. Otherwise, I'm retiring from Prizm for this year. I mean, I'm pretty well retired from Prizm already this year. Just happened to get these in on a trade. Traded some product for them. But I feel like you probably overpaid just because of that incident. Like, I feel like his card prices indirectly probably went up after that. Because, you know, that makes sense in this hobby. So we have got a couple. We got an Obi and a Quickly base sauce. So nothing big yet, but did get base of both. Demboya, Gary Harris, Devontae Graham, Kemba, Dragic, Josh Richardson, Gormaz for the 76ers. Got a Terry for the Mavericks, Sadiq Bey, Oubre, Najee, and Alonzo. I just, this evening, watched The Future War. I know it's been out for a little bit on Prime, but finally watched The Future War, that one where they get, like, transported to the future. Definitely a good movie. I would suggest watching it if you can. Biombo. Nice. Second-year job, red, white, and blue, and a Desmond Bain. Mr. Imus will like that jaw. It's been a little MIA in my breaks. And again, I haven't broken a ton of basketball lately. But there we go. Red, white, and blue jaw. Yeah, it was good. Like, I kind of knew from, like, Facebook kind of what it was all about. But, like, none of the videos or, like, the little clips on Facebook basically told, like, the last half of the movie. Like, that was all, like, new to me. I was like, oh, this is cool. But yeah, good movie. I also like some Chris Pratt, so. After packs. So you want to save them all for the end. I'm fine with that. If we want to do that, I will totally put them to the side. Anyone else? I'll take that as a vote that we will do that. If anyone else doesn't, I don't think too many people will care. Tim Duncan, Clay, Joe Harris, Napier, Shea Gilgeous, Dwight, Tristan Thompson. Tristan Thompson Hollow. I think we got... Oh, we got the Nance as well. Dwayne Wade, that's a nice one. Sophomore stars, Kobe White, Woodard, Culver, and another Ryler. Goodness gracious, how many Rylers are we going to get? Also had the table at my first ever card show today. That was fun. I actually have another one tomorrow that I wasn't planning on going to, but I still had everything packed up, and I knew there was a show, so I was like, I messaged the guy, I was like, hey, you got any tables available? And they're like, yeah. I was like, all right, do it again tomorrow morning. I don't know what you're talking about, Sauce. My hands are hot for Grant Ryler. All right, and Robert Woodard II. Jeff Teague, Harrell, Deli, PJ, Kevin Knox, Thice, JJ, Silver, Christian Wood, Green, Kira Lewis, Trey Jones, Rui, and Shaq. Yeah, it was fun as well. You know, I had... It's fun to watch all the little kids kind of come up, and, like, you know, I had one guy that came up, and his dad was looking through my my like singles box, and he had like a hanger of Chronicles Draft Picks basketball, and his dad's like, "Oh, what are you doing with that?" And he's like, "I'm gonna try to trade it for something." And his dad's like, "Oh, you think anyone's gonna trade for that?" And so the little kid, like, then like 10 seconds later, he's like, "Would you be willing to trade this for anything?" And like held the box up, and I'm like, "Sure, what do you want?" You know, so he went through, he got like 2 cards that were like, I don't know, $10 or like $20. You know, so I overpaid for it, but I was like, yeah, I'll do that. You know, and his face lit up. So that was fun. Monk, Bogdanovich, Lopez, Miles Bridges, got Clarkson, got Steph Curry, Gordon Hayward, Silver, Murray, Green. We've got an Okongwu, Silver Emergent, Kenyon Martin, Wendell Carter, and our second Obi Toppin. Yeah, I've gone to the card shows, Gabe, but I've never been on the dealer side of it. So that was certainly nice. I got to move some wax, sold a couple cards, traded for some cards. Wasn't kind of like I was trying to avoid I didn't want to take on a lot of trades. Mostly in like a selling mode right now, but some of them worked out. So I was able to get a PC card. Kid brought up a Isaac Okoro downtown from Prizm Draft Picks. Obviously, as a Cavs fan, I couldn't turn that card down. So I traded him that. I got that and another card from him and did a trade on it. So I got a little PC as well while I was there. Robert Williams, Kaminsky, Bledsoe, Thaddeus Young, Draymond, Dirk, a silver Jabari Parker, green Cody Zeller, Jalen Smith, Tyler Bay, Kawhi, and an Azubuike. I wondered, I went back in and checked today's Sauce and saw they were sold out. I was like, oh, I wonder if Sauce went in and got those. So did you get the, was it a green scope and the patch one, right? If you get that patch one that they had the picture of where it's a 2-color patch, it's pretty sick. Got Holiday, Dort, O'Neal, Butler, Seth Curry, Al Horford, Malik Beasley, horribly cut. Goodness gracious, look at that centering. Ricky Rubio, Isaiah Stewart, Colin Sexton, Naismith, and a Bruce Brown. Gabe, are you asking if I watch it all? I glanced in there a couple times, but I was like, I spent a lot of money on fire sales this last month, guys. Like over probably 2,000. Now, for some folks, that might not be a lot, but for me, it's a pretty nice chunk. So I was like, I cannot look at fire sales anymore. I can't do it. I can't do it. I saw you got that steal on that LaMelo that I pulled. Yours truly. Cameron Johnson, Rudy Gay, Blake Griffin, Moutier, Favors, Bjelica. Ooh, there's a nice one for the Mavs, and the centering is pretty good. Yeah, the comps support what you got for like 8 something and comps are like 1,100. Definitely worthwhile. Who has the Mavericks? Jay Manga with a silver Luka. So he got the PSA 10 complete set LaMelo that I pulled Anorak that gemmed. I think you got it for like $850, and like comps were like 11, 12. Some have jumped to like 1,500. So yeah, I definitely think you got a big steal there. Bam Adebayo, Joel. There's another base quickly. Isaiah Stewart and a Cantor. Oh, there's Mr. Anorak. I think as well, LaMelo's been playing really well at the start of the season, so I could see those going up more and more. And that guy right there got it from me right here. It's like the Lion King, the circle of life in SCI. Just cards just get passed all between us. Because I think I bought cards from Yao that I actually pulled him and then bought in his fire sale. Kobe White. I would say I pulled the fire, but I'm really not proving that to be the point right now. Because this is not a great break right now. There's Carey, Gallinari, Allen Iverson, Wiggins. Yeah, I had seen on Blowout and on Facebook that people were complaining that their redemptions like just randomly went away, and then glad they finally showed back up. Jaylen Brown, Jordan Poole. There's a Nawara for the Bucks. It's not a bad one. He's been playing well so far. Yeah, Prizm is it is a feast or famine product. Either you're gonna do really well or you're gonna not. I will say Optic, while same configuration, you know, everyone got kind of spoiled to select, but Optic is a pretty, you know, it's like a feast or famine. I wish I had more of those Cello boxes, guys. I really wish I did, because God, are those Cello boxes so good to us. Dwight Powell, Kemba. See here, I mean, my hands are hot for every Hornets rookie that isn't LaMelo. OG Anunoby, and a Zach LaVine. All right, Kristaps, Drew, Base Luka, Duncan, Bam Adebayo, D Wade. Boom, there we go. Finally, a big one. Halliburton's play's been down a little bit, still good, but finally, Mr. Rhodey with a silver. Tyrese. Yes, Mr. Moose. There have been a couple base draws, and then I'm going to show you your other one here in a second. But there we go, Mr. Rhodey. Centering, actually, I mean, it's off, but by this year's Prizm standards, pretty good. Mr. Moose. You got a little red, white, and blue jaw right there. All right, Green Caruso. Sadiq Bey, another Wiseman, Garland, and an Elbely. So our second base Wiseman. Red, white, and blues are super nice cards. This year's, I mean, they definitely executed them well. You know, kind of the flow of the design looks good. But I think there's some other years where the red, white, and blue looks really nice. This year was nice, just... It'll be interesting to see how they implement it. I don't know if you guys have seen on the Panini app. They have actually done 2021 Prizm NFTs, which I have to imagine is going to be the same pattern or the same design for the actual like card Prizm. It is a different design this year for sure. Like we thought last year they were getting a little crazy with like kind of this design. This year's is taking it even a step further. All right, here we go. Tristan, Gordon Hayward. We've got Ayton behind that. DeJounte. Another Giannis, that'll ship. Siakam. Jared Allen for the Nets. Boom. Okay, maybe Carrie will be mad at me for not for her missing this break. Green LaMelo Ball for Mr. Gabe. Centering is rough on this. That is rough centering. But at the end of the day, it's still a green LaMelo. Just like that. Okay, maybe my hands are heating up a little bit. Dominance, Kevin. Miles Turner. Desmond Bain. And a Skylar Mays. Maybe we're finally heating up a little bit. Yeah, the centering's rough, though. If you want, I can include a Cello pack, Gabe, in your box this week, because you always get boxes from me. And if you want to try to send it back in, it's up to you. Like I said, I can just throw one of these Cello packs. I can even do like the big Cello wrapper, because I don't know if they'll want both. But I can send that to you. All right, Dorian Finley-Smith, Tyus, Malcolm Brogdon, Larry Nance, Danny Green, Herder, Drew Holiday, silver, Duncan, Steph Curry, USA Basketball. I think these are some of the coolest inserts. Just that USA Basketball Heritage. That's going to go to the Warriors. Kendrick Nunn, Killian Hayes, and a Langston Galloway. All right, last regular pack, and then we got, what is that, like 10 of the red, white, and blue? Jackson Hayes, Caldwell Pope, Oladipo, Aaron Gordon, Josh Jackson, Baisley, not the silver Timberwolves rookie we wanted. At least we haven't got as trolled by the Timberwolves, but Jaden McDaniels for the Timberwolves. Not who we want. D'Anthony Melton, Denny, Vernon Carey, base Cole Anthony, and an Jonathan Isaac. As well, Rhodey, I'll pull one out for you as well. I mean, the Tyrese isn't as bad on centering, but it's not great. Gives you that option if you, per se, wanted to send it back on a silver Halliburton. You certainly can. All right, first, red, white, and blue. We got Vucevic. Nice Steph. And a Peyton Pritchard for the Celtics. Celtics got taken by J Manga. Here we go, a little Peyton Pritchard. How does what even work, Sauce? Talking like sending it back. And a Steph Curry. Yeah, I mean, basically you just say that it's a quality control issue with the centering. And you send in like the packs and say, hey, I ripped it open. Here's the packs. And you put in a redemption ticket. Granted, those take like 3 to 4 months, but you know, on a LaMelo green, that might be worth it. You got Ish Smith, Kleber, and a Killian Hayes. Red, white, and blue. The Detroit Pistons are another great team for red, white, and blues. Yeah, they take forever. It's like, I don't know, Sauce, I don't know if you remember when I did the Donruss T-Mall and the Crown Royal first off the line basketball. That was like, what, February, something like that when we did that. And one of the boxes didn't have the first off the line guaranteed auto in it. Didn't have any auto in it. And I said in a QC, I'm still waiting on that for quality control on that one. I'm like, oh, that's great. So many selects I've sent. Yep, select was rough. Some people do, Sauce. Some people literally go on eBay and buy like really like, if they got a scratch in them, if they're off center, they'll buy them for way cheaper, send them in, you know, and take that gamble to, you know, like Carrie said, it can be close to like a year hold to get that done, but people definitely do it. Harrison Barnes, Jared Allen, and a Langston Galloway. All right, Tim Hardaway Jr., Malik Beasley. You ain't got time for that. Hey, I hear you. And a Tyler Bay for the Mavs. But yeah, I sent in, it's just a pending QC ticket for me from February for that Crown Royal. Can only imagine what they're going to do for that one, if they ever do anything. Same with, technically, I could send in for a couple of the boxes of Classic we just did. Every box is supposed to have a auto to 50 or less. What do we have? Like, I think 3, maybe 4 of those 12 boxes had 2 silver rookies or 2 silver autos. I could do it for that, but nothing's gonna happen. That ticket's just gonna sit there. Got Aaron Baines, Marquise Morris, and a CJ Elbley for the Trailblazers. Your dual 49ers, I know. It seems to, when something is supposed to, on average, be in a case, I can never get it. I mean, we did, you know, again, I had a guy on Blowout, one of the guys said, oh, I pulled 2 dual autos in my case. Same with how, when we did Topps Finest Champions League, 2 sealed cases of that. No, nothing in that one. So when it's an on average one, I just get burned. This is what it is. Malcolm Brogdon, Frank Ntilikina, and an OG Anunoby. Sabonis, Bagley, and a Skylar Mays for the Hawks. Truly unlucky. I mean, I pulled some pretty monster cards, so it's like, I can't be that mad. You know, I mean, you get a case that has a T-Law auto out of 10. Do you really get to complain that much? I mean, you know. I wish I got more cases of that, though. That was a fun product. Daniel House, Snell, and a Kendrick Nunn. And that stuff is going to start, I think, Classics. One of the guys on Blowout commented that he could see it going up, and I think so, too, because there is a lot of those boxes being torn open right now. And then the market's going to get scarce on them, and then the prices will go up. We got Looney, Tatum, and a Wiseman. Red, white, and blue. For Mr. Unique. All right, we need an ant in one of these last 2 packs. All right, we got Nurkic, Lonnie Walker, and a Garland for the Cavs. Last pack. No ants on the board so far. Come on. Right here. Sadly, I can tell you already, not going to happen. Torrey Craig, Norman Powell, and the last card is a Miles Turner for the Pacers. So that is going to do it for us. Second Cello box, definitely way, way better than the first. Second box was like an average box. First box was a kind of meh box. But thank you once again for joining, everyone. I think I'm done for the week. Today's Saturday. I got shipping tomorrow. So, yeah, I'll be back at some point next week we'll figure out something to break. So, thank you once again for joining, everyone, and I will catch you on the next one.